Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Jaya Radha Shyam Sundar Radha Shyam Sundar Radhe Jaya Jagannath Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jaya Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gautam
Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parvikacharya Asatosh Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parvikacharya Asatosh Srimad Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj ki Anantakoti Vaishnavinda ki Mahacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Gopinath Shyam Kun Radha Kun Giri Govardhan ki Prem Shri Gaur Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda ki Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi ki Samaveda Bhaktavinda ki Ganga Mai ki Jamuna Mai ki Vrindavan Dami ki Mayapur Dami ki Jagannath Puri ki Transcendental Book Distribution ki Hari Nam Sankirtan ki All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees, and all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga.
Namaste Narasimhaya. प्रहलाद लाद दाईने हिरण्यकाशी पूर्वक्षः नरसिंह परतो नरसिंह यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंह बाहे नरसिंह हृदये नरसिंह नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपदे तव करकमलवरे नाथम् अद्भुतशृङ्गां ललिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गा केशवधृता नरहरिरूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल नरसिंहदेव भगवान की भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की गौर प्रवानी
Hare Krishna. So everybody can move a little forward. Please come closer. So thank you so much for joining today. You are extremely fortunate to have His Grace Ramachandra Prabhu. Many of you know who is Ramachandra Prabhu. Prabhuji is the temple president of Bergen County. and so many Bhakti Rituals Prabhuji was conducting, and now the temple president, and there's a big, wonderful community and congregation which is leading there, and so many other projects. Let's welcome His Grace Ramachandra Prabhuji saying Hari Bol 3 times. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Now we have mentioned that we are going to start this Ramakatha series, started last week. So every Sunday and until 21st and 22nd, we are continuing this, the glories of Lord Ram. And also tomorrow we are starting, tomorrow evening, that a wonderful section of Ramakatha continues up to January 22nd. So everybody please join and please have keen attention to have this wonderful pastimes and the lessons of the Ramayana and the Lord Ramachandra. So this is our great fortune, and thank you so much. And let's welcome Prabhuji also say Hari Bol 3 times. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Yes.
Hare Krishna. So thank you all for joining. The sound okay? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yes, yes. Hare Krishna. Shri Ramachandra Bhagwan ki Jai Shri Ram. So what's happening on the 22nd? Everybody knows? Lam Lala is coming. So we will do some warm-up today to welcome him. So we'll sing this bhajan. It's a very simple bhajan, Ayodhya Vasi Ram. So you all can sing after me. Ayodhya Vasi Ram, Ram Ram, Dasharath Nandan Ram, Ram Ram. Bolo. Vasi Ram, Ram Ram, Dasharath Nandan Ram, Ram Ram. You all can clap also at the same time. It is said that when in Kirtan you clap, the lines on your hand, they change for the good. Ayodhya Vasi Ram, Ram Ram, Dasharath Nandan Ram, Ram Ram. पतित पावन जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम राम राम. Your voice should reach Ayodhya. पतित पावन जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम राम राम. जोर से. अयोध्या अयोध्यावासी राम 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 दशरथ नंदन राम राम राम। अयोध्यावासी राम 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 दशरथ नंदन राम राम राम। पतित पावन जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम राम राम। पतित पावन जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम राम राम। बोलो राम 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 राम। बोलो राम 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 राम। बोलो राम 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 राम। अयोध्यावासी राम 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 दशरथ नंदन राम राम राम। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare। Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram। Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram। Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओम नमो भगवते श्री रामाय ओम नमो भगवते श्री रामाय ओम नमो भगवते श्री रामाय Hare Krishna. So first of all, I would like to thank His Grace Madhupati Prabhuji, who is also my Shiksha Guru, for engaging me in this service. A couple of years back, I had taken a vow that if I'm ever asked to speak, it's a service that I will never refuse. Many times devotees get a little scared to speak, but we are in this movement, Gaudiya Sampradaya, which is all about preaching. Whatever we know. If we know A, we say A. If we know A and B, we go out and say A and B. And it is not on our own strength. It is on the strength of Srila Prabhupada and his books. So I'm very happy to be here on a Sunday. It's the first Sunday I missed in Bergen County in the last 5 years, but I'm glad that I'm here today. So as you all have been discussing about Ram Katha, pretty much daily, I believe, and next Sunday or next Monday is a big day, globally, all over the world. And we should take this opportunity, any opportunity we get to glorify the Lord, remember the Lord, speak about the Lord, we should take advantage of that. And just like many other temples, even International Society for Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON, has been invited by the Ayodhya Committee to come and participate. Some of our leaders in India have personal invitations to go and attend that program. So it's a very big event. And Srila Prabhupada also, back in the 60s and 70s when he was building ISKCON, we have, like today here, we have Radha Shyam Sundar, Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra and Gauranitai. He placed Sitaram Lakshmana Hanuman in the capital of India, Delhi. When we put Sitaram Lakshmana Hanuman in the capital of United States, in Washington, D.C. Even in London, there's Sitaram Lakshmana Hanuman and many other places. So it's a very significant moment. So I was just deliberating on what to speak on because Lord Ram's pastimes are amazing. It's so huge, vast. So I thought maybe something for myself, what can I get out of it also? So I thought let's talk about some of the lessons that we can learn from Lord Ram's pastimes and Ramayana. So the whole episode, the turning point is bad association in Ramayana. Anybody can tell what I'm talking about or who I'm speaking about? Manthara. It's the turning point of what's happening, going to happen now. And because of this bad association, Lord Ram was eventually banished for 14 years in exile. A lot of people think about Kaikeyi as the cause. But we must understand that when the Lord appears in this material world, he comes for certain pastimes, mainly to annihilate the demons and to glorify his devotees. And out of those purposes, the main purpose is to glorify his devotees. And he engages different devotees in the service. Just like Jai and Vijay were cursed to appear here, and they appeared like demons, Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, etc. So same way, everyone who, when Lord Ram's pastimes are happening, they have to take part. Actually, as growing up, Kaikeyi, out of the three mothers, Kaushalya, Kaikeyi and Sumitra, Kaikeyi's love for Ram and Ram's love for Kaikeyi was much, much more than for Kaushalya. It is said that even at night, the little Lala, Lord Ram, would go and sleep in Mother Kaikeyi's lap. And when he would fall asleep, Mother Kaikeyi would just keep staring at his beautiful lotus-like face. And then one day Kaushalya would come and say, Kaikeyi, can I also have him one day in my quarters? Can I also please have him sleep with me? And Kaikeyi would say, absolutely, he's your son after all. And Kaushalya would take Lord Ram to sleep and she would feed him nicely. And after feeding him, would sing some songs. And this will wait for him to fall asleep. Half the night has gone and still Lord Ram's eyes are open. And Kaushalya would be waiting that when will he sleep and I can just keep staring at his lotus-like face. But he's not sleeping. So Kaushalya wonders, Ram, why aren't you sleeping? He says, Mother, I fall asleep only in Mother Kaikeyi's lap. She says, she was astonished to hear that. She says, can I go to Mother Kaikeyi? So she takes Ram to see Mother Kaikeyi. When she knocks on the door, and she opens the door, she finds Kaikeyi right behind the door, holding a pillar. And she's crying. Somebody's crying in the dark. And Mother Kaushalya wonders who that is. And when she goes closer, she finds Kaikai crying, holding the pillar. And she wonders, what happened? Aren't you sleeping? Ram could not sleep, so I brought him back. She says, Ram, how can I sleep without my Ram? She's completely in tears. That's how much love she had for Lord Ram. There's many other stories that tells us that how Lord Ram kind of cheated Kaikai to say what she said later on to Maharaj Dasharath. So it is not so easy that in one association, in one meeting, that mantra could just manipulate and change Kaikai's mind. But at the same time, to show us that yes, bad association can lead us to destruction as well. Many times we find ourselves coming to temple, wanting to do good, wanting to chant, honor prasadam, do some seva, and then suddenly we come into an association where there is some negative going on. And the beginning of it is when we start giving our ear to it. Because, who wants to do Vaishnava Aparadh, right? How can I walk away? But to protect our devotion from such negativity is our first dharma. There, Vaishnava etiquette doesn't come in picture. We have to protect our seed of bhakti. So what happened here? Mantra is talking to her, and slowly she keeps focusing on that same point again and again and again and again. And you all know the story. And eventually, she gives in. We have to be very careful about this. These pastimes and stories are for us to apply in our lives also. Especially people who talk all the time. There's no positivity. Whenever you sit with someone, and there's always some negative. There will always be something. Today we will have a maybe 7, 8, 10 course feast. Devotees have been cooking from probably all day morning. But someone will find that 9 items were good, but this one item was wrong. There was something missing. And they'll keep talking, and then you get into that. And then what happens is suddenly, after all the coming and singing, hearing the class, finishing our chanting, we end the day with a negative thought. And then what happens? Lord Ram moves further and further away from us. So that is one thing that we have to be always careful about. To find proper association, satsanga. Today what we are doing is satsanga, in the association of devotees. And this is very powerful. In Kali Yuga, just imagine, how many of you thought ever that going to America or in the US, you're going to find such an atmosphere? And Srila Prabhupada's mercy that we're able to get together. When I go to India, I'm from Mumbai, it's very hard to find association like this unless I go to the temple. Here, it's very easy. You sit in the car 15, 20 minutes, yet there'll be somebody starting from our own home who will put in a negative thought and say, it's cold outside. Should we really go today? And then you start contemplating. Your mind starts, yeah, that's true, it's cold and I have to go to office too. But it's going to be cold in the office also, right? But we won't make any wrong decisions going to the office. When it comes to spiritual activity, it's easy to give up and say, yeah, today I'm not going to go. But work, we have to be disciplined, right? I have to go to the office. But if you can do the same thing for spiritual life, because there's nobody giving you a paycheck here. There's nobody going to say anything if we don't show up. When Madhupati Prabhu asked me, I could have said, no, I can't come. I can stay home, just have the prasadam delivered to me by some devotee. But we have to make sacrifices every day, just like or more than we do with the work. So that negative, when it happens, I remember when I was starting in Krishna consciousness, when I started and I got married, my wife came, I was already going to the Hare Krishna temple. She was fairly new, and she's just trying to figure out what this Hare Krishna is. And on Sundays, I would say a temple. So once, twice, thrice, she would come with me. Then she would be like, today let's watch this or do that or do something, be with the family, have a family association, nothing negative. But I would say, no, this is my time, I won't go to the temple. And then I would go to the temple a couple of times, and there were some books I had left behind, and she would start reading. And she found it so interesting that she said, now I want to go too. But the point is that we have to be determined that this is my time. Monday to Friday, I work for my family, I work for my body. But on Sundays, I work for myself, the spirit soul. I have to do this. And then the Lord sees. In fact, if you come week after week after week, one day you don't come, the Lord is looking, where is Simheshwar Prabhu? I don't see him today. And that's how we want to do devotional service. We don't want to serve in a way to see the Lord. We want to serve in a way where the Lord wants to see you. Remember this. If that's what Hanumanji did, that's what Bharat did, that's what all other exalted devotees did. Most of us, we serve in a way where people notice that I'm serving. The devotee should know I did this. The Lord should know, I'm putting a $100 note, okay? Donation box. No, it is between us and the Supreme Lord. So it all starts with your mind. It all starts even at home, or it could come from any way, this negative association. So, all right, let's see how this works. The second point is being detached from a position. As soon as Lord Ram was told about what's going to happen to him, so tomorrow morning he's going to get coronated. And he's been called. So tomorrow is your graduation, tomorrow is your wedding, tomorrow you're going to move into a new house. Tomorrow is your biggest day, your new job. In the morning you get a call. So sorry, but actually, we have closed this position. Or the other party is calling and said, we're calling off this marriage. Or, I'm sorry, but we can't close on this house. You made all these plans. Now, this plan that Ram was going to go for was amazingly big, huge. And he's been called to Dashrath Maharaj's palace. He goes there. And he's thinking that my father must be calling me for the preparations and giving me instructions before all the ceremony begins. As soon as he enters, he sees Dashrath Maharaj is lying there with his hand on his head and in tears and crying, and he's never seen his father like this, a Kshatriya. And there's Mother Kaikai. He says, what happened, Mother? What happened to Dashrath? What happened to my father? Well, he wants to tell you something, but he's not able to speak. Well, I'll tell you on his behalf. Your father had asked me for 2 boons, and I've asked him for 2 boons today. And those 2 boons are, I would like my son Bharat to become the king, and you be banished to the forest for 14 years. As soon as Lord Ram heard this, there was not a slightest change on his face, in his appearance, in his emotions. He was dhira, he was stable, completely. And he was like, that's it, Mother? For this, Ma, you could have just called me directly. You have my cell number. You could have just texted me, Ma. I didn't have to come all the way here. This is it. That's fine. I will leave today. And Dashrath Maharaj just could not bear this, his loved one. So from this we have to remember that yes, we have this body, which is the biggest attachment. You will all accept this, that you may lose your house, you may lose your job, all that can be revived with hard work, some past karmas, some fortune, some help from others. But this body is what is most dear to us. If we get the news that tomorrow something has happened and you have only 7 days to live, like Parikshit Maharaj, he was dhira, he was stable, he was unattached. Right away, he decided, I'm going to give up my kingdom. So to give up something is a different story. First, we'll panic. You see, you must have seen people, I've seen people who something happens suddenly in the kitchen, something falls. What happened? Suddenly, when you're driving and a deer comes, Hare Krishna doesn't come out. Some other language which I never able to figure out what they said comes out. So that means that, yes, we talk, we speak about it, but when it comes to application, it is very difficult. So Lord Ram taught us that he is not attached to this position. I mean, he's going to become the king, the prince of Ayodhya, with a new airport and a new railway station and amazing things happening. He doesn't care about it. He said, fine, let my brother have it. Many times the problem is what, it's not that I didn't get this service. The problem is, why did Sameshwar Prabhu get that service? The problem is not that why I wasn't promoted to an associate director. The problem is why this person X was promoted to associate director. Am I speaking my experience only, or others have experienced this? Maybe not, it's just mine, but I'll speak from my experience today. So a lot of the times that's what happens. Ram had no problem with his younger brother Bharat becoming the king. Completely detached. So we have to be prepared for that. That any time what the Lord has given us, everything that we have, even from breathing, everything that the Lord has given us can be taken in a moment. And at that moment, how do we react? Do we want to be like a roller coaster when, some good days, it's sunny day, we are all jolly and happy, and the day it snows and it's rainy and gloomy, we are down and we make everybody around us down also? No, a Vaishnava, a devotee, is stable like this. And we have to get to that point. Then no matter what happens, sometimes good, sometimes bad, this is part of life, we have to remain stable. And we have to remember, when things go bad, it's not because the Lord wanted it, is our own doing. Some things, reactions are coming because of which this is happening. And what to do during that time? Take the shelter of the holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, being detached. Then keeping a positive attitude. As soon as he found out Kaushalya, Lakshman, Sita, Lakshman wanted to kill Mantra. Sita was also very upset. And she was more upset with Ram because she said, you can't go with me. And she said so many things to Ram. And finally he was like, okay. But even from this situation, he took some positive out. He said, Sita, right after marriage, I never took you on honeymoon, huh? So I'm going to take you now. Beautiful forests, birds chirping, beautiful streams, rivers. It'll be fantastic. Let's go. And you know what? Along the way, we're going to cross so many hermitages of so many sages. So many sadhus we'll meet. Here, sab kuch haath se chale gaya. He's lost everything. Even in that situation, before he leaves the same day, he announces that please call all the Brahmanas of Ayodhya. Whatever I have up until now, I want to give it away. All the Brahmanas came. Of that, there was one Brahmana who was very, very poor. And his wife had told him that, why don't you go? He's giving up. Why don't you go and get something so I can feed the family? And he goes. And he goes to Lord Ram. And the Lord Ram sees he's very weak, very feeble. He says, okay, you Brahmana, you have this stick in your hand. Why don't you take this stick and throw as far as you want? And he's giving away cows and he's giving away so many things. So he's like, as much as you can cover, I will give that to you. So there's 50 cows here. If you can throw all over them, then how many cows were in that way? I'll give it to you. So this Brahman goes, okay. He ties his belt. He takes the stick and he throws. And you will believe the stick goes all the way to Sarayu River, all the way far, far away, and it lands over there. Lord Ram acknowledges. He says, sorry Brahmana, I just wanted to see the strength of Brahmana, and today I see it. Although he was weak, he could throw this far. And how many cows did he cover? About 10,000 cows. And Lord Ram says, this is yours. So from this situation also, instead of figuring out like what can I take with me to the jungle, I think we need to pack a torch, camping jar hai. So we need to take this and we need to take that. Sleeping bag, please. Okay, some spices, something to cook. Nothing. He's still thinking about giving to others. That is Lord Ram. When Bharat Maharaj finds out that this has happened, he goes to meet him. He says, Ram, please come back with me. And he says, listen, you have to take care of the kingdom. Your mothers are here, your father is here. If I leave, you leave, Lakshman leaves, everybody leaves, then who will be here? And he explains him, Bharat's heart, imagine he's in a position, his mother has done something so worse that he said, I'm never going to call you my mother, you are not my mother. And now Ram is telling that, no, you be there. In fact, nobody in Ayodhya wanted to even see Bharat's face. Bharat had nothing to do with this. Many times we get blamed for things that we've not done. And we want to show it. How come you told me this? I never did this. Sometimes even when you've done this, we become defensive and we want to challenge the other person. But Bharat had nothing, he wasn't even there. We can learn from this pastime. How Lord Ram instructed him that, listen, no, don't worry, you go there, I have no hard feelings for you. And he was so submissive to Lord Ram, he loved Ram so much that he took his sandals. He says, okay, I will keep this on the throne and worship those sandals for the next 14 years. He was so humble. He followed the instructions. Many times our seniors tell us to do something only if it's palatable to us, or only till it's okay. The moment some mistake is found or some criticism is there that why did you do this or that, then first they will say, I'm not going to do this seva anymore. But we can learn from this pastime that if we accept somebody who's our Shiksha Guru, somebody who's our Diksha Guru, somebody who's our mentor, we call them, they don't change with seasons. So before I tell my community that before you tell that I'm your Shiksha Guru or my mentor, you think for 1,000 times. Then you say. Because if you say it and tomorrow if I give you some instruction or correct you, then you should not just turn your face around and walk away. So any field in our lives that when we take a mentor, we have to be very cautious. It's not a cheap thing. Then we have also see how to please the Lord. Our movement, everything is about devotional service. In ISKCON and Hare Krishna movement, everything is about devotional service. Without devotional service to the devotees, to the Lord, it is not possible to progress. But the devotional service has to be done with utsaha. Utsaham nishchayat dhairya. With confidence, tolerance, enthusiasm. And we see that how Jatayu served with enthusiasm. He was 60,000 years old when he encountered Ravana, taking Sita. How many years? 60,000. He was at the end of his, because this pastime happened in Dwapar Yuga, Treta Yuga. And in Treta Yuga, the lifespan was tens and thousands of years. When Lord Ram left for exile, do you know how many years old he was? 27 years old. When he returned back to Ayodhya, how old was he? Yes. So, 27-year-old and 60,000-year-old Jatayu, he knew that he won't stand a chance against Ravan. But he had to fight. He had to give a fight. To the extent that he actually at one point he was almost defeating Ravana. And at one point Ravan chopped off his wings and he fell down. And somebody there told Jatayu, what did you get? Bhagwan ka naam, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, all the time you're doing Hare Krishna. What are you getting? You lost your job and everything around you is happening is bad only. Many times people say, what is happening? I don't see any change. Jatayu said that at least by doing this, when I had the wings, I could have flown to Ayodhya to see Lord Ram. I could have sat in a balcony or somewhere and just seen him. But now I lost my wings and I'm confident that my Lord will come to see me. A devotee has that confidence that when I'm chanting the names of the Lord, the Lord will protect. Avashya rakshibe Krishna vishwashapalana. That faith do we have? Do we have that faith when we go through difficulties? The Lord will protect. Because we don't have the faith, we look at many other things. We jump onto other things. Okay, today, next few weeks I don't want to go to temple. Why? Because, I have this new job. Or something else, whatever is going on. First thing I want to chop is association of devotees. And when that happens, the association of devotees is cut off, then Maya starts coming in, mantra starts coming in, many things comes in, and they start convincing us that it's okay to take care of your material body, it's okay to take care of your family, it's okay to earn money, it's okay to progress, it's okay to climb the corporate ladder. All these things, Hare Krishna, can be done at home also, because Krishna is everywhere. All these thoughts which a little while back we didn't accept, now we'll start accepting. So Jatayu, Lord Ram came, he himself carried Jatayu and did his final rites. Lord Ram never did the final rites of Dashrath Maharaj, but he did of Jatayu, because the mood with which he served. As I said earlier, serve in a way that the Lord wants to see you. Do not wait. Generally what happens, we come and we would stand and say, Koi seva nahi diya mujhe. I was never getting any service. Look around. There is tons of service. Tons and tons of service. Jatayu was never told by Ram or anybody that, hey, this was going to happen and go and fight. He just took it upon himself. It was my responsibility, I have to do it. This is, how many of you all take this as your temple? Raise your hand. Okay, then it's your home, it's Srila Prabhupada's home, then we are the servants. So we take it upon ourselves. And when we do it with enthusiasm, full enthusiasm, and die serving like Jatayu. No shortcuts in devotional service. Hanuman, when he was going to Lanka, when he was flying there, this Mainak mountain arose, right? This Mainak mountain, there's a story behind that, why he was favorable to Hanuman. So he said, please, you rest here. You have a long way to go. Please come and rest here, take some rest, and then you fly to Lanka. Hanuman said, no. All the monkeys, Ravan, Sugriv, everybody is waiting for me to come back with an answer. I cannot take a break here. There is no shortcut. I have to go. I'm on a mission. Srila Prabhupada was on a mission. His godbrothers and said, come back, nothing is happening. We've tried it in London, this preaching is not happening. Why don't you come back? Prabhupada said, I want to try. I will try. He was all alone by himself. He did not give up. Whenever this thought of giving up comes in my mind, I remember Srila Prabhupada. I remember his pastimes. That if a 70-year-old gentleman, not knowing anybody in New York in 1960s, could do it, with so many support around me, why can't I do it? There was no temple back then. There was nothing back then. Now we have all the luxuries. Why can't I do it? Why I can't do it? Because I don't want to do it. But then I start blaming others. I start pointing fingers at other reasons why I can't grow in Krishna consciousness. Nobody can stop us. When I was new in Krishna consciousness, I asked one Mataji, senior Mataji, I said, if I want to progress in Krishna consciousness, but my karma is bad, it won't allow me to, then what happens? Is my Krishna, my bhakti dependent on my karma? That was my question. She answered very nicely. She says, everything else is dependent on your karma. How much money you make, how much degrees, family, everything else is based on your karma. But this one thing, bhakti, is not dependent on your karma. It's up to you. And that is true. Who was that king who said in one moment? Khatwang Maharaj. He showed by his own example. One moment you can go back and get liberated. Decision is upon us. So we have a choice, and that's the thing, that everything else is controlled by Maya and other things. But Krishna has given us this free will. free will to decide today I want to go to temple or not, I want to go to work or not, do I want to go home and chant 15 minutes, do I want to do kirtan before going to bed or not. We have that independence. And the difference between a devotee who's progressing very fast and a devotee who's still sitting there doing one round after 10 years is the independence that they have, how they utilize that independence. So the choice is ours. And next is forgive and forget. After Ravan was killed, Lord Ram told Vibhishan that go and do his final rites. He says, but he kicked me out, he did this to you, how can I? He says, Vibhishan, Ravan is dead. Now forgive and forget. Liberate him by going and doing his final rites. So we also in our hearts, we don't want to hold on to grudges throughout our life. When Vibhishan came, look at Lord Ram's mercy, big heart. When Vibhishan came, he says, I surrender unto you. Sugriv said, don't take him. Hanuman says, take him. Lord Ram finally made the decision, says, come Sugriv, Vibhishan, you've come to me. From your heart you're saying, I accept you. And I will make you Lanka Naresh. And everybody was wondering, Lanka Naresh? We have not even gone to Lanka yet. We have not even fought yet and you saying Lanka Naresh? He says, yes. Sugriv said, Prabhuji, if Ravan comes tomorrow, he says, I surrender to you. What will you give him? He says, I'll make him the king of Lanka. He says, okay, but then what about Vibhishan? He says, I'll make him the king of Ayodhya. Then what about Bharat? I will give him Vaikuntha. Then what about you? Where will you stay? I will serve all the three of them. That is his mood. And it's a fact. Before the last arrow, before he was going to kill Ravana, he said, Ravana, now also I'm telling you, surrender unto me. And that telling Ravan is like us reminding ourselves, until we have the last breath, forget what we have done in the past. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshishyami ma sucha. Forget about what's done. Today, while we are fine, doctor has not given a report yet, kuch ho gaya, cancer, this, that, anything. We are healthy and wise. Now is the time to make that decision. Say, Ram, I am yours. Say loudly, Ram, I am yours. Even once like this, you say jokingly also, or because Ramchandra Prabhu today told you to do it, he will accept that. He is that merciful. Forgive and forget. And he says, I cannot refuse anyone who has come to take shelter of me, not concerned with their past birth. If one declares from the bottom of their heart, Lord, I am yours, I vow to protect them forever. I declare, even if Ravana comes today, I will accept it. And then finally, the last point that to be learned is to be prepared for the unexpected. One unexpected happened with Ram. Next morning he comes, he says, you're banished. Unexpected completely. The other one, Sita Maharani has been brought to see Lord Ram. She's been waiting for almost 11 months. Every day thinking about her beloved husband, chanting his names. She's been brought in front of him. And you would assume, everybody was assuming Lord Ram's going to go smile and tears, because he's been crying all this time. And he'll show his joy. Ram does not even look at Sita. He does not even look at her. And Sita is like, Maine kya kiya? What did I do? I mean, I've not even been touched. Nothing has happened. Ram, unexpected, completely unexpected. And when that happened, she didn't start yelling. She didn't say, okay, that's it. I mean, after all this, I'm just breaking up with you now. Sugriv, get some lawyer. Nothing like that. Then Brahmaji said that, she's completely pure and that Agni Pariksha was done from where actually Ravan never took Sita. He took Maya Sita. Original Sita merged into fire and then later on from this fire that Sita came out again. But when that unexpected happened, imagine you're away, your husband is away, your loved one is away, your child is away. After 6 months of college comes home. And the child is expecting that my parents are going to be so, mother's going to have so many preparations, everything ready and all. And when they come home and it's like, no big deal. It hurts. It hurt her so much. This will happen in our lives too. Things will happen where what you expected will never happen. Remember that. This is what the Lord desired. That's how the Lord desires. That's how it will be. We have to learn to surrender. Take complete shelter of the Lord and then see how miracles will happen in your life. Hare Krishna.
Anyone has questions? Switch off the light. Switch on. Everybody surrendered? Or what? No questions? Wow. Great. Yes. Sagar Prabhu, you have the mic. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, thank you. Thank you so much for a wonderful lecture. Prabhuji, when we say that we should see Krishna in every situation, and whether it is coming through circumstances or it is coming through some person, how should we say, see that when something in life happens, whether like around us through some person, but like some unfavorable conditions comes in our life, and how can we see Krishna in that person or some... Prabhuji, am I able
Yes,
to... Yeah.
I think I understand. So it's not that always we can see. When you are deep in the ocean, you cannot see the shore. You need to find a lighthouse. And that lighthouse will give you direction, or another ship will give you direction. They'll tell you that, yes, you're in a problematic situation, or this is a problem that's coming your way, and things like that. So that's when we need to approach Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. So first of all, when we face somebody comes and gives us a hard time, does something to us, do we have somebody who we can go to? A devotee who we can consult with? Because through their eyes they can guide us and they can show us that what's happening. And again, that person also has a free will. Somebody comes and slaps me just now. If I just say, oh, mera karma tha, aurik maar de. No, that's not what Arjun was taught either. He was taught you have to fight, because that was adharma was happening. And for that he consulted Krishna, and that's why the entire Bhagavad Gita was spoken. If Krishna had made this decision by himself, he was running away. He didn't want to, had nothing to do with Krishna and this. But Krishna spoke to him. So that's how we also need to see. And then Krishna will tell us, no. In this situation, you need to fight or not fight. Does that answer your question?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Okay. And I'll be around also, so if anybody has question in person, they can come up. I don't want to delay the next part of the program.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much for wonderful class. Just wanted to say, I really like how you made that approach, how to look at our day-to-day life decision from Ramayana. It's really wonderful, amazing class, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hari Bol.
Shri Radha Shyam Sundar ki, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki, Shri Gaur Nitai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki.
No. Hare Krishna. We're beginning our announcement by some parking violation. A car with the license plate S90 MWZ,
White Honda Odyssey.
white Honda Odyssey is blocking other car. Please move your car if it belongs to you. Okay.
How to see Krishna in this situation? We can talk during Prashadam.
Okay. Today's Sunday feast is sponsored by few families. It's sponsored by Niru Mataji and Dheeraj Parikh Prabhu. So let's thank them with a loud Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. It's also sponsored by Gokul Priya Mataji and Balram Nitai Prabhu for Janki's birthday. So it's Gokul Priya Mataji and Balram Nitai Prabhu and Janki here. Haribol. Two.
Where is Janaki?
Janaki. Haribol. So let's bless Janki with a loud Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. Also today's feast, there's a special sweet made for Makar Sankranti. All the ingredients are sponsored by Vallabh Prabhu and Mataji. So let's thank them with a loud Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. We would also like to thank His Grace Ramchandra Prabhu for giving wonderful enlivening class on this special month of Ram Katha. So let's thank him with a loud Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. Some upcoming announcements, events. Next Sunday is Ekadasi. Minimally fasting from grains and beans and increasing our Krishna consciousness, Rama consciousness. Next Sunday, we'll have a special program. The entire week, we are going to have every evening from 7 to 8, Ram Katha and lessons learned at different aspects of Ram Katha from tomorrow onwards to all the way to Sunday. And then on Sunday, we're going to have a special program starting from 5:30 p.m. going all the way till midnight. And from 9 to 12, we'll have Kirtan, Ram Dun Kirtan. Because on, as Ramchandra was mentioning, on January 22nd in India, Ram Lala is going to be installed in this historic Ram Mandir. Okay. Shyaval Ramchandra Bhagavan ki jai. Thank you very much. So please come prepared next Sunday to be here till midnight being absorbed in Ramdun. Okay. Can we show the live telecast? Okay, we'll try. Haribol, Jai. Okay. February 15th, Thursday is Advaita Acharya's appearance day. Sri Advaita Acharya Prabhu ki Jai. Wednesday, February 21st is Nityananda Trayodasi. Nityananda Rama ki Jai. Now on February 17th and 18th, like February 14th is, here they celebrate that as Valentine's Day, right? Valentine's Day. So on 17th and 18th, we are going to have special Kirtan Love Fest. It's 8 hours every day, from, I believe, from 12 to 9 with 1 hour break in between. So on 17 and 18, and many wonderful Kirtaniyas are coming from different places. So we'd like to invite you all to be absorbed in Kirtan on February 17th and 18th. Some our youth are here. Next Saturday we are having Nagar Sankirtan at Apna Bazaar complex at 12 noon, starting 12 noon. So please join in numbers, and we'll also distribute special mercy of Lord Ramchandra. Okay. And then, last but not the least, February 29, Thursday, is Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj Appearance Day. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj ki! Yeah. And it's not just every year Appearance Day, it's a 150th Appearance Day of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj. So we'll be celebrating it the entire week. Plus on the actual day, we'll celebrate it on the same day on February 29th. It's a Thursday, we'll celebrate that in the evening. Noon time also there will be Puspanjali and all, but in the evening also we'll have Puspanjali and Katha of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj. So please join in this wonderful celebration. Because of the mercy of this Guru Parampara, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada took that mercy and spreaded Krishna consciousness throughout the world. Okay. Anything else? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, we'd like to invite you all to take Sunday feast. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, she didn't come. Janaki didn't come.